Hi everybody, this is Silesh Ram, AsianCultureVulture.com. We are in Toronto for the Toronto International Film Festival and the world premiere of the film The Sky is Pink. I'm with one of the stars of the film, Farhan Akhtar, and we're going to have a chat about the film. Farhan, welcome to AsianCultureVulture.com. Tell me, how did you come to be involved in this film? Did you know the story very well beforehand?
No, I actually wasn't aware of the story at all. I got a call from Siddharth Roy Kapoor, who's the producer on the film, and also a friend of mine, and he just reached out saying that there's an amazing script that he would like me to read. He said Shonali Bose is going to be the director, and I was immediately interested because I loved her work, especially in Margarita with the Straw. Sure. That I had just recently watched it before that call. I was like, send me the script today, I'll read it tomorrow and I'll call you. And that's pretty much what happened. He sent it to me, I read it, I absolutely loved it. I was involved in it, just had me totally engaged. I found myself like smiling like a complete idiot, at times while reading the script. Sure. I found myself wiping my tears when I was reading that script, and I was like, man, this is such an amazing story, and the fact that it's true, the fact that it's based on reality, on people who've actually been through this, and Shonali has been very true to not dramatize too much, not take too many liberties in terms of let's just put things in there because it'll keep the story going. Yeah. That just it's an incredible story, and I just had to do it. There was no choice.
Do you think it's Aisha Chowdhury being the centre, the narrator, really gives it that kind of depth and a poignancy that wouldn't be there if it was just a kind of a rather more normal narrative?
Well, I don't know. I mean, see, these things, the hypothesis of certain things, it's difficult to say what could be and can't be. What is amazing. I think that's the best way to put it. It works incredibly powerfully, the way Shonali has crafted it, the way it's been written with Juhi and with Nilesh, and then the way she's constructed it on the edit, the way it's been put together. All of it serves the story and the narrative really, really well. And at no point do you kind of lose the thread. Although it's kind of moving back and forth so much. Like at no point do you feel like, acha, when was this? When did this happen? It's so it's so consistent, in its narration that you understand everything, and I think that's a great credit to Shonali as a filmmaker.
How did you approach the character of the father, and did you get to meet him? What was that process like?
I did meet him, but I met him after we started filming. Shonali she spoke to me about him. She spoke to me about his relationship with Aditi, the kind of couple that they are. She showed me a lot of footage that they had shot of the family. There was footage that the family themselves had shot of Aisha. I watched a lot of that, but she didn't want me to meet him before we started filming. She wanted me to just kind of take in everything from what I was reading, listening to from her, and create a Nirain as I imagined him, so that I wouldn't fall back onto trying to clutch onto, but maybe I should say it like this because he says it like this, right. and make it not real. Sure. Or becomes a caricature, becomes an impersonation. And so she kept me away from him, and I remember I met him on set when we were probably in day 2 or day 3 of shooting when he had come, and that was the first time we met.
And how was it working with Priyanka Chopra?
It's always fun. We've collaborated on many projects before, be it as director and an actor, or be it as co-actors on Dil Dhadakne Do, and it's always a fun time working with her. Regardless of what time we're shooting, where we're shooting, what kind of scene we're shooting, what she's feeling, where she's traveled from, where she's going to be traveling to, she's bringing her A game, so it's always great to be on set with her.
Do you think this shows the kind of changing face of Indian cinema, because it's not a typical Bollywood masala film?
I think it's part of it, because I feel like right now, if you think about what's happening back in India right now with storytelling, a lot of change is going on. So it's a part of that evolution, and I think it's a very well timed film, because I feel that it really speaks about hope in a very, very intimate way, and we are also living in times where hope is something that's very important. There's a lot of trouble around us at any given point in time, where there's a lot of confusion about just things in general, about like relationships, about people who to trust, who not to trust, who's good, who's not. And somewhere in the midst of all of that, you need like something that can come and just give you hope, and this film does that.
How does it feel to be here in Toronto presenting this film as a world premiere?
Well, I feel very honoured to be here. This is the first time that I've come to TIFF, attended TIFF. So to be here, and especially with this film, it's an important film, not just for me as an actor, but I think it's an important film in the festival. So to be here, representing it, standing with Shonali, with Priyanka, it's absolutely wonderful.
There's a strong London aspect to this film. The family are there when she's ill. They come back, and again at the end. What do you think that says about London? And I mean, obviously they raised some money in the beginning for the operation. Did you feel that aspect quite strongly?
Well, I mean, the reason they moved to London when they did with Aisha was because they thought that the best treatment possible, even the doctors in India told them would be possible to get for her in London. And as parents, I mean, you want that if you can find a way to keep your child alive, you'll go to the ends of the world to be able to do it. And that's what they did. They made a lot of sacrifices to be able to do that. And the particular scene that you mentioned about raising money, it's incredible. The large heart that people showed, to come forward and give money to an absolute stranger, so that this girl could get a fresh lease of life. And it talks to you very, very highly about the heart of a city.
How do you approach scripts as an actor? Obviously, you wear a lot of different hats. So this script, how do you see this role in your overall arc of roles, and what are you doing sort of now? What will be after this?
Well, I see this as an important film. My contribution to it is secondary. So to me, to be a part of this film, because it is a special film. To me, that's the important thing, that I'm really happy to be a part of. And what I'm moving on to now is I'm collaborating with Rakesh Om Prakash Mehra again. We're doing a film called Tufan, which we've just started filming. So that's what will be next.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.